What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back, everyone. This is Lee, and yes, today's the day we'll be talking about the FXLION versus the ANDYCINE V-mount battery. So, with all that said, let's begin. So right before we get started, don't forget to click like and subscribe if you're enjoying my content. And also, if you want to support the channel, don't forget to check out the merch store. And also, if you want to check out the behind the scenes, definitely add me on my Instagram. So with all that out the way, I just want to point out that ANDYCINE did send this battery to me for evaluation. And also, the FXLION is what I bought a year ago. And that was an interesting time because we had that crazy chip shortage and all that jazz. But anyways, let's talk about charging now. The FXLION used a USB-C cable. One moment, let me show you guys. All right. USB-C cable, and it's charging right now. Now, the ANDYCINE, you cannot use a USB-C cable to charge your V-mount. You need a D-tap. Let me show you guys right quick. And that's how you charge it. You just plug this in your D-tap and you put this in the plug and you're good to go. Now, for the FXLION, it took about 5.5 hours to fully charge this battery, give or take. And with the ANDYCINE, around 5.5 hours is about 67% on this battery, but it takes about 7.5 hours to fully charge the ANDYCINE. Now, as for the weight, the FXLION weighs about 517 grams, whereas the ANDYCINE weighs about 553 grams. And speaking about weight, let's take a look at the dimensions of the FXLION versus the ANDYCINE. The FXLION, it looks slightly smaller than the ANDYCINE, just by a hair now. So I just want to point that out. Now, in terms of outlet, the FXLION offers 4 outlets. There's a USB-A, USB-C, and a micro USB, and also a D-tap on the side. Now with the ANDYCINE comes with 2 D-taps, right? As you can see. Also, it comes with a DC, a USB, and also a USB-C. And that's about 5 outlets you could use to charge your camera and other accessories such as your XLR and monitors and so on and so forth. So with that said, let's take a look at the screen of the batteries. The FXLION features a graph of the battery and the voltage. Take a look at the ANDYCINE though. Kind of like the ANDYCINE, just a little bit more because it has the percentage on the battery. And if you click the button again on the ANDYCINE, you can see the volts as well. So that's just something for you guys to definitely take note of. Now, in terms of pricing, the ANDYCINE costs roughly around 160 USD, whereas the FXLION costs roughly 300 USD. Now, you guys are sitting there like, whoa, that's almost twice as much. And I'm like, yeah, I know, right? So I went to test out the power usage with both batteries on full power. With my R5C, I was recording long GOP, 24 frames per second, XAVC, no XLR, no monitor, no autofocus, just pure manual focusing on a blank wall. And this is what I got on my FXLION. It's about 7 hours and 35 minutes of recording, one charge. On the ANDYCINE though, it's about 9 hours and 25 minutes. 9 hours and 25 minutes. That is insane. I was like, what in the world? There must be a catch. And there is a slight catch to this V-mount battery. It's not really a catch per se, but if you need to use the USB-C plug on this battery, you need to turn it on by hitting the blue button right here. And then you need to hold down the USB button right here. And that's basically all you need to do if you want to activate the USB-C on this V-mount battery. Whereas the FXLION, it's always on. So that is a plus to me. It's just a user experience, but this is just a small, tiny step to get it working on your R5C or any other camera out there. I wish that this was always on, but it's not always on. You need to turn it on all the time. So that's one, but it's not actually a pro or con. It's actually a preference. So there we go, right? It's a preference, right? So also, I know a lot of you guys out there may not have this. If you are in the video world, you do have this already. There's a bunch of D-taps. So if you own a bunch of D-tap cables with your USB-C and your DC plug and for your Atomos Ninja, the ANDYCINE is the one I would recommend because it comes with 2 D-taps, whereas the FXLION, well, you need to kind of like find a specific plug to plug in your external monitor, your mics, and so on and so forth, because it has a variety of plugs here, like your USB-C and your USB-A and your D-taps. So with that in mind, if you own a bunch of D-taps and you have your D-tap charger, I would say the ANDYCINE is the way to go. But if you want convenience with the USB-C and USB-C on all the time, which is an expensive convenience. Definitely FXLION is the way to go, actually. Oh my God. Now that we have all the results out the way, at the end of the day, the battery that I'm going to start using is probably the ANDYCINE, just because of the 9 hours and 25 minutes that you get with one charge. Now, the D-tap charging and also these 2-click button to turn on the USB-C, it's a small little bump in the road, of course. I mean, that's just a minor thing that you need to get over with, whereas the USB-C on the FXLION is very convenient. But keep in mind, this is still $300 and it's almost 2 hours less of power than this. I don't see the benefit in that actually, because if you need to be on set, you need to do your project, you need a battery that will last you for a very long time, and definitely the ANDYCINE is the way to go. With that in mind, I'm just gonna leave it to you guys to pick which one do you guys prefer. Definitely leave your comments down below. But with all that said, thank you guys for checking me back. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely click like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Take it easy. Peace.